Welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you for coming back to my channel. If it's your first time through, first time watching one of my videos, the name of my channel is From a Ray Ray to a Henry. Who am I? I'm Unc L. Y'all can call me Unc for short. Why? Because I'm somebody's uncle and I'm old as hell. Rest in peace, Pops. Anyway, today's reaction, I'm doing it, well, I gave it away. Today I'm reacting to a compilation video of there seems to be a problem with men not approaching women these days. I wonder why. Maybe I can shed some light on it. Maybe some of these videos in this compilation will help you understand, help you ladies understand why men aren't approaching, because men, we understand, and we can tell you 1,000 times, but y'all won't listen to us. Y'all won't believe us. So maybe a visual representation to give you more insight into why the juice isn't worth the squeeze. With that said, let's get into the videos.
What's going on, y'all? It's your girl Dee Dee, and welcome back. So women
Dee.
tend to ask this question all the time. Why aren't men approaching them?
Do not approach me. I'm literally shaking right now because I just had a man approach me in a parking lot.
Right? So we get a lot of women who are asking the question why men aren't the way they used to be. Why aren't men approaching women?
And it went fine, and I'm going to tell you why it went fine and how to address it, because it was in a book I read, and this is how you're supposed to address it, but it scared me. I'm literally shaking. So this guy, I'm alone with my son, by myself, a woman.
Why men don't treat women the way they used to be? And the answer is very simple, and I've talked about this several times. It's the fact that a lot of these women don't think that their ish stink.
And a male approached me in a parking lot. He's, "Excuse me, miss," and I don't know why in the hell he was approaching me or what he was trying to do. And before he was probably 30 feet from me when he said, "Excuse me, ma'am."
Okay. So he approached you respectfully, didn't say, "Hey," he said, "Excuse me, ma'am," and he was like 30 feet away from you. Okay, maybe I stopped it too soon. Maybe I'm missing. Maybe there's something's gonna be revealed in the story. Let's continue.
And a lot of these women are walking around entitled. They think that they're special. They think they're better than the men that are approaching them.
Turned around and I literally yelled at him and I said, "Do not approach me."
So eventually, if you're walking around with this attitude, you have this mindset of entitlement, like men owe you something, like you're just all around better than any man walking.
And he like immediately started going in the other direction, and I just kept saying it over and over and over. I said, "Do not approach me. Do not approach me."
So he approached respectfully, said, "Excuse me, ma'am." You turned around, and he was 30 feet away by your own account, and then your response was to turn around and start yelling at a man that respectfully approached you. Okay, all right, let's continue.
You're just the cream of the crop, and you're so better than these men.
And he, of course, got "What the F?" Like, he started cussing and yelling, like, what's your problem? And I looked at him, and he actually then crossed a couple cars down from my car.
So if you're walking around with that type of mindset, if you're walking around with that attitude, why would any man in his right mind approach you?
He didn't come anywhere near me. He crossed a couple cars down from my car and was like, continuing to cuss and say, "What's your problem?" And I said, "You do not approach women in a parking lot." I just kept.
Okay, so he never got within 30 feet of you. You told him not to approach. He walked away and kept his distance while you were yelling at him. And it sounds like he was asking, "What's your problem? Why are you yelling?" You didn't even give him a chance to ask any questions. He might have been trying to tell you your tires flat, or, "Hey, your tail lights out," or, "Hey, somebody hit your car while you were in the store." It could have been anything. It sounded like she snapped before he even got a chance to explain his reasoning. I might be missing something. Let's continue.
saying, do not approach me. You do not approach women in a parking lot. Like yelling it. No male should ever approach a woman in a parking lot.
Think about the way you're presenting yourself, how you act, the way you talk, and just ask yourself, if men were talking the way you're talking, would you approach them? Probably not.
Well, the main reason for this is dating has gone online. A lot of women don't really appreciate how anxiety-provoking it is for most men to go up to a strange woman that he's attracted to and strike up a conversation with the objective of picking her up.
This is facts. It can be extremely anxiety. It could cause extreme anxiety, just the thought of approaching a stranger who may or may not be interested in you. You know, I wish you ladies would take into account how you feel when you want to approach a man that you find attractive and the feelings you get. Realize we have similar feelings going on in us too. Let's continue.
Not approach me. I'm literally shaking right now because I just had a man approach me in a parking lot. And
it's not easy. I'm not saying that you women are intimidating. I've approached hundreds and hundreds of women in my time, and not a single one of them has ever been rude or aggressive.
And he like immediately started going in the other direction, and I just kept saying it over and over and over. I said, do not approach me. Do not approach me.
In fact, even if they tell me no, they tend to be flattered by the attention. But a lot of guys, they get in their heads, which leads to hesitation paralysis. It's very difficult for the average guy to approach a woman when they can just swipe anonymously. There is absolutely no threat of rejection online, and that's why men don't approach women anymore.
There was a study called from the Pew Center Research conducted a study that said 63% of men under age 30 would rather stay home and watch porn than go on a date. Men said they are getting their needs met without having to go on a date. Would men rather stay single than be with a woman?
Yes. Practically speaking, a lot of women don't really offer anything worth settling down for. A lot of y'all say the things that men enjoy, that we like, is slavery. You know, y'all don't want to cook. Y'all don't want to show us affection. Y'all always feel like y'all got to put us in our place. Y'all bring an energy that's not peaceful. Y'all bring stress and strife to our lives. It is better to sit at the house by ourselves than to interact with a lot of you neurotic type chicks, like the chick from the first clip. Not Dee Dee. Dee Dee's cool. The Caucasian young lady from the first clip. That's the kind of energy y'all are putting off. Let's continue.
That's what they're saying, pretty much.
63% of men.
I think they're cheap.
Yeah, they just ain't got no money.
They don't have money. Which you should get your money up before you start dating. Okay.
I got to stop again. Sorry I keep stopping so much, but you see how they immediately went to shaming language? They didn't say, well, I wonder what, they didn't say, I wonder if women are doing something, or I wonder what the women are doing. They immediately put it on the men, and then once they put it on the men, they came up with a straw man argument of why these guys would rather stay at home and watch the Hub or X video, whatever, you know what I mean? As opposed to interacting with them. It's almost like they don't care about our feelings or what we think. Go figure. Let's continue.
So it is cheaper to sit home and beat your meat,
right,
than actually go out and find actual women to hang out with.
That's a sad reality.
I disagree.
Why? What do you think?
Is it less of a headache?
Here we go.
With a woman or something?
There it goes. Like, it's a headache. Now I gotta take you out. I gotta hear what you had to do your whole day.
That's why you take out people you actually like.
And then you don't feel that.
Yeah, but then I gotta get to know you first to like you, right?
Yeah.
So how do I get to know you?
Call on the
phone. You rather pan?
Hey, listen. I'm married.
You always gotta say.
I don't got these nigga problems.
If you wasn't married,
I'd probably beat him. I mean, 100 miles an hour.
Okay. If a lot of women are putting off an energy that is repellent, meaning it pushes us away, it repels us. If we try to interact with you and we immediately feel that she doesn't really want me here, she doesn't really want to talk to me, she isn't really interested in me, why would we continue pursuing you? Why would we? So we can get a sexual battery charge? So we can get Me Too? So you can put us on Instagram and shame us for trying to show interest? Call us thirsty? Call us 1,000 different names just because we find you attractive and want to get to know you? Wow. Okay. You know, you wonder why men don't approach. Let's continue.
Ladies and gentlemen, did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? She automatically went to cheap, quote unquote, broke. You know what I'm saying? That's the first place she went, is cheap. Not the fact, not actually try to understand why a man pulling back from dating. The only thing that came to her mind is cheap, which lets you know where her brain is at, which lets you know the type of woman she is. Shout out to that brother right there. Shout out to that brother. He spoke the truth, but those women, they didn't want to hear what the man had to say. You want to date a man. You want a man to approach you. You want a man to date you. And the man is telling you the reason why he's not dating you. Yet, you're arguing, you're debating. Instead of saying, oh, damn, okay, maybe.
My homie spitting facts. In case you didn't know, that's a channel called Easy Reacts. Easy Reactions. Go over there and give him a sub and a like. I'm telling you, his content is great. He's really insightful, and he's breaking down the interpersonal dynamics in relationships these days. Go give him a sub. He's got a great channel. He makes great content. Let's continue.
Men should, stop spending money on women. Maybe men should just go to the gym on the first date. Take a walk at the park, do a picnic, or just whatever. See, if a woman sounded like that, it would be a little bit more understandable, especially American women. Especially American women.
Welcome to another fun-filled episode of Dating Sucks and It Makes Me Want to Drop Kick Someone in the Throat. Let's take a ride, shall we? So I'm officially done with dating apps. Yeah. I am convinced that dating apps are a form of mental abuse. You will not convince me otherwise. I believe it's a form of mental abuse created by the narcissist of all narcissists who's getting some kind of sick pleasure and joy out of inflicting deep emotional and mental...
I can tell you why this lady's single right now. Her energy, it's annoying. It's extremely, extremely annoying. It seems like she's watched Clueless and Mean Girls and plug in some other comedy / romantic comedy with a Valley Girl white chick in it. That's, oh my God. Yeah, I couldn't imagine having to listen to this chick for more than an hour or so. I couldn't, oh God, I couldn't do it. Let's continue.
Trauma on us all. So what was the final straw? I'm so glad you asked. The final straw for me was when I matched with a guy on Hinge and we had been talking back and forth, and then we finally exchanged numbers. And then he sent me, not, hey, how are you? Not, hey, it's so-and-so from Hinge. No. He sent me a video of him pleasuring himself.
Okay, that's creepy. Fellas, don't be out here sending sausage pics and videos or pictures of you doing things to your sausage. Don't do that. Don't do that unless it's requested. That is creepy. I gotta agree. That's creepy.
But then it was really sweet because he was like thinking of you.
Yes, ladies, some men are creeps online. We've all heard the same D-pic story.
Hey, men, come here. Pro tip. If a woman has not asked for nor consented to, let's say, the advertisement of your nether regions, she doesn't want it. She don't want it! Like, I really need someone to tell me what's wrong with the men. Because this shit ain't right. And I get it. The women are probably fucked up too, but I don't date them. So I can't speak.
They are.
Anyways, did y'all know Facebook had a dating app? Yeah, me neither. But apparently, since I'm a masochist and I love torturing myself, I downloaded it. Why did I do that, Paige? When will you learn? I will now be sharing with you the gems that Facebook dating has to offer.
I'm sorry, I gotta pause this for a second. Lord, this chick's energy is just, oh Lord. It is much better to sit at home in my recliner by myself in front of Netflix or Hulu, or watching anime or making content than to interact with women with this type of energy. It's too much. When men say we want a woman that's peaceful, this right here is kind of like the opposite of peaceful. You can tell what type of energy she's bringing to your life just by listening to her speak. It's too much. But let's continue.
Come on. It'll be fun. First up, we have Audi, who apparently is taking a sabbatical from humanity, but needs a woman to have sex with.
Dang, she just putting dudes' personal information up there like that?
Next, we have Wilson, who comes out the gate with his transphobia front and center. Not cute, my guy. But my favorite thing about Wilson is that he doubles down. He then says, okay, sorry, but I'm fed up. If you all like me and can't keep a mofo conversation with me, do not, I repeat, do not like me. If you can't stimulate my mind, fuck off. And it's cute if you reply to this, just FYI, I could care less what you feel. Bye. This is just screaming a man I can be vulnerable with. A man who is just going to hold space.
But hold up. When women come with that same energy, that same directness about what they will and won't tolerate, there's always women around pushing them up, saying, you go, girl, you know your worth, you show him your value, all whatever other buzzwords they heard on social media. But when a man does it, he's in the wrong, because he knows what he doesn't want to deal with. And he states that implicitly. He's in the wrong. And then as far as the homophobia, how is it homophobic when he says that's not homophobia? He doesn't want to date transgendered women. He doesn't want dudes hollering at him. That's called heterosexual. We're getting real sick of y'all shaming us because because straight men don't like penises. We don't care if you call the trans women call themselves women. They have penises. It's a deal breaker for straight men. Sorry to tell you that. Doesn't make us homophobic. Makes us heterosexual. Let's continue.
For me and make me feel so safe. Okay. Next we have John, who said, fuck a vaccination, get injected with some of this. Ooh, enticing. Also subscribe to his OnlyFans. And apparently he's the GOAT. Of what? I'm not really sure. Probably being the biggest mistake you'll ever make. So, fun. So, yeah, this is why I don't do dating apps anymore. But unfortunately, there are so many. So if you want
I bet she gets ghosted.
This lady here reminds me of some of the women I used to date way back in the day. Like those ditzy women who always be talking, always oversharing, telling me things she should not be telling me because she can't stop talking.
You know that guy that's going viral around suggesting that some women are going to have to settle?
Oh.
What I'm also realizing is a lot of women have been thinking about marrying other women.
I could not resist, so I had to look it up. From the Office of National Statistics, from a 2019 study, in ever-increasing numbers, we are now at a lesbian divorce rate of 72%. So the top 4 reasons that they are reporting getting divorced is feeling ignored, inequality in the partnership, adultery, and domestic violence. Personally, I feel like this lends some weight to men's arguments and complaints about how women are behaving in relationships. Because when you have lesbian divorce statistics that look like that, the girls are kind of telling on themselves.
And then another reason some of these lesbian relationships ain't gonna work is because quite a few of you chicks have atrocious personal hygiene. I mean, Lord have mercy, pH just way off. I'm talking about y'all be smelling like a can of tuna fish that's been in the bum's pocket after he done slept under the bridge in the middle of August in a wool coat with some wool drawers and some wool pants on. You know what I'm saying? Got a scent trail following you like Pepe Le Pew, just putrid. Good God. You think I'm hating? You think I'm lying?
Yeah. I don't even want to be gay no more. Like, Adam and scarred so bad by stanky cats that it just ain't worth it. Like, you see them on the social media and you be like, damn, they fine. Then when they take the clothes off of you, you be like, damn, they stink. Gosh, where this fine ass bitch that was on social media that I thought smelled good? You look like you smell good, but you don't smell good. Y'all out here catfishing. Just on some romanticizing the friendship, like a life partner, someone that can carry their weight even if they wanted to have kids. And they can like link up and have their physical needs met in other way if they don't choose to scissor amongst themselves. So anyway, women are doing well. And what's also interesting is that the matriarchy is rising, evident by the women that are choosing to maintain the power and their personal growth through partnerships that are better aligned with them. And as a result, they're considering marrying amongst themselves. And technically, there is a tradition within Africa where it's matrilineal and also matriarchal, and the women marry other women.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
They do not play that. They do not play that stuff in Africa. They do not do the LMNOP community in Africa. They tie you to trees and stone you to death. They do not play that. Now, is there some type of matrilineal method of which to transfer property? I'm sure there is, but I doubt if it's marriage, as in two women get together and they're, no, they don't play that over in Africa. Like the homie said, stop the cap. Let's continue.
To maintain the wealth and the power dynamic. So I say this all to say, I love this for us because settle where?
Settle for other women. That's pretty bad and pathetic, Val. And has she heard about the lesbian divorce rate?
And just so you know, the lesbian divorce rate is higher. It's higher than the straight marriage divorce rate. The straight marriage divorce rate is like right at 57%. Lesbian divorce rate is somewhere between 72 and 75%. So if men, let's per se, were the problem, why is it when there's no men involved, the divorce rate is higher? And another fun fact, the most successful marriages, the most long-lasting marriages with the lowest divorce rate, two dudes. Love is love. Do what you do. It ain't for me, but hey, man, I'm not a hater. Do what you do. Just close your blinds. Just close your blinds for me, please. Please close your blinds, because when I'm in here getting busy, you don't want to see what I'm in here doing. Well, some of y'all might, but you don't really want to see it. So just close your blinds. Wow. With that said, that ends the video compilation. I really hope this gave you a kind of an understanding of what men face when we try to, when we just try to approach women. We can't be too nice. We can't be too short. We have to hit the gym. We have to have a certain amount of money. We can't even have Android phones, people. We can't even have Android phones. Man, damn that. I sit at the house and make content and watch Netflix and watch some anime, and push come to shove, I watch some X video if necessary, Pornhub, whatever. It doesn't matter. Anything is better than putting up with that energy that a lot of these ladies, except for Dee, she was cool. A lot of these ladies are putting forth in this video. It's just not, the juice isn't worth the squeeze. Shout out to Dee. Shout out to Eze Reacts. Shout out to Dating Right. That's where I got all these clips from. Shout out to Sci-Hacks also. I'm going to add all of them in the description. Go over to their channel. Check out their content. All of them make A1 content. All of them are great content creators. With that said, I'm going to end it right here. Thank you so much for stopping through. Like, share, subscribe. I'll catch you next time. Peace out.